Demonstration, I'm going to show PCI requirements being met by FileSure on a computer. Most importantly, we'll be talking about 10.5, 10.55, and 11.5, and I think even 11.0 of the PCI requirements. PCI is actually a pretty well-written document or compliance requirement, and they are mostly concerned about making sure that people don't install keyloggers that can steal, or any program actually, that can steal program data, or rather credit card data. So one of the first things we're going to try to do here is I'm going to pull up Internet Explorer and download. I'm going to be a hacker in this case, and I'm going to try to download a program and install it on this hard drive that I can run that will steal credit card information. Now I've created a dummy program here by Storm Software Binaries steal cc.com. No, .exe. So a hacker would log onto your computer. If you can get access to a computer, and then he just goes to the website, and what he attempts to do is he attempts to save the program to the hard drive. Now this is a program so he can go to any computer anywhere and put it on the hard drive. Now according to the requirements in PCI, well there it is right there, the PCI requirements, you have to be notified or get an alert when that happens. So write in that program that way. There's another way that you can actually steal data that's really common, and this is the guy walks in off the street, says he's a maintenance guy here from Dell or whatever, and he gets access to one of your computers, and then he just goes in with a pen drive and he just runs a program directly, like this, keylogger, and he just runs it, and as soon as he runs it, it does whatever it needs to do. So what FileSure needs to do is actually record that these things have happened, read from a pen drive, which you should never allow executable programs to be read from a pen drive, or programs to be executable to be written to the hard drive. Because no matter how you break it down, a program has to be run to do bad things. That's the way they do everything. So FileSure is going to be recording things like EXEs and DLLs and OCXs and Visual Scripting Host and a bunch of others to make sure, and we're going to record all that access, put it in the data store, record on it, and we're also going to alert on it. We haven't gotten the alert from the engine yet. I don't think. No, it hasn't come through yet. But shortly we'll get an email saying that these bad things have happened. One of the other requirements is that we've got to make sure that no one can actually mess with the log files. Now, here's the actual log files for FileSure, the FileSure log files. And there they are, obviously. So we want to make sure that no one messes with them. Now, on this computer, I'm running FileSure Defend, so we just flat out block any editing. Like, for instance, I'm just going to try to delete, and it says I can't. And that's because FileSure, and then it gets recorded. That's what that is right there, that I tried to do it. I can open it, but I can't modify it. For instance, if we tried to do something like put it in Notepad, because I could really screw it up with Notepad. It's all encrypted and stuff. So I'm going to just type some garbage in. That should upset the program pretty good. And I try to save it, and I can't save it either. So FileSure is doing what it does, and it's protecting its own log files. So now all we need to do is wait for our email to come through to show that that part actually works. But I can start up FileSure itself and show you that the logs are coming through. As soon as you start up FileSure, it'll show most recent activity. And you can see that that was recorded, written to the hard drive, and we deleted a program and wrote to a program because we're picking up deletes and writes. On the rule management side, I have whenever they delete a program from a hard drive, whenever a program is removed from read from a removable drive, when they rename a program, because all these things can actually do bad things. Like, for instance, if they go through and rename command.exe and then run it that way or something. And then writing programs to our hard drive, and then there's my log for protecting the log file. Let's see if we've gotten our email yet. Still haven't gotten it. It takes like 2 minutes, I thought. Just speedy, unbelievably fast. Oh, there it is. And here's showing what happened. So here's me. I wrote an executable file to this machine. It was written to that location. And then it was moved to that location, and that was me doing the steal location. So it goes to a temporary folder first, and then it goes to this. The other one, the read, will come through in a few minutes. We're actually set this alert up to be every 30 minutes, I believe, code written to a hard drive. Oh, well, actually, I have this set up wrong. This should be 1. So, and obviously, there it is again. All right, I got it up there. I think I really need to update. Well, that's going to come through in a few minutes. So that's all of that. That shows FileSure doing everything that I think it needs to do. And here's it's protecting the files. Oh, there's another one where we actually have to record everything that happens with FileSure itself. So for instance, we come over to the forensic screen, and this is another requirement. And this will show you all the details about what's happened to FileSure directly. Also gets recorded. I'm recording local computer, and you can see right here, I changed the alert for the removable drive. And that's basically, so I mean, FileSure actually records the changes that it happens to itself. This also gets written to the event log if you have an event log monitoring program. Okay, I think that's everything.